Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Digress slightly because we reminded you yesterday, Ask Cricbuzz Live, get in your questions. Vipul has a question. Shami Lockie, Rashid, is this Gujarat bowling attack the strongest in the tournament? What happens if they play to their potential? Well, when we saw the lineup, Joy, that's the first thing that struck us, because throughout the 2 days, all we've talked about for every team is, oh, the team looks good. I'm a little worried about the bowling. This one is stronger than anything we've seen so far.
Stronger than anything, but that's the point. These are all on paper. They're performing. I mean, I to be honest with you, I thought this year's RCB bowling side looked really good to me. Siraj is there. You had Hasaranga, and they got taken for over 200 runs. So look, on paper, this is a great side. And again, what I want to talk about is genuine pace matters in conditions like this. So Lockie, because the ball is not doing very much. Okay, the ball's playing through is not doing very much. So pace like Lockie will matter. And Shami always has the skill. Unfortunately, Shami also has a tendency to go for runs. Rashid Khan is the bank out there. But that's the point, that if they can attack, if they can get early wickets, this is not the greatest batting side of the world. But as a bowling side, Rashid, Shami and Lockie are a very, very potent combination together. Now it all depends on how their fourth bowler does and whether Vijay Shankar, Hardik Pandya can give them decent overs. But these three definitely are very, very strong.
Yeah, and another point to be made there, because people or teams rather tend not to go after Rashid Khan anymore. We typically see a 4 overs, none for 19 kind of spell for him. So maybe that's, on the one hand, for the other bowlers, it's an opportunity to say that we are the ones who will get wickets. But for the batting side, are they going to be looking at attacking those bowlers that we've talked about?
Yeah, there could be. I mean, Rashid's basically always MVP when it comes to the bowling department, isn't he? And yes, it might be because some sides decide not to go after him, but he's better than that. Just to keep him out at times can be a challenge, and that's what he possesses, and he obviously possesses that ability to pick up wickets. I like the Lockie Ferguson look of it as well, because he's one of those guys who can have impact, with the new ball in the middle overs at the back end. He's that kind of guy who can do a serious job. And Shami, I've always liked the what he brings to the party. I mean, he's got so much experience now. I think he started to work the T20 game in the last 18 months or so. We've started to see a better understanding for what's required at different times, at the front end, at the back end. So I'm expecting a polished performance from him. I think it will be down to the other 20 overs. How can they mix and match? Who will stand up and do the job on a particular surface? But when you look at that three, you've got to think that to get those three out of the auction, they've done well.